very, very speedily. Falcons, though, still in this, despite having a rough start towards the end of this game. They're going to have to maybe bring this one back.
Circle finally sent us landward, as we will be spared the swimming antics that S2G have been operating under so far. Deadeye guys, Molotov onto Powerful, eliminates Team Falcons. On that northwestern side there, you can see just picking up the pieces for Deadeye's guys, bring themselves back up to their 3 total players that they have remaining after the res.
Liquid swings past, bops his teammate on the head, you know. Get back in the game. We've got to win this one. Keep your wits about you. Alpha 7, though, swam across. 4 players still alive, John. They have done some absolute magic in terms of survival. Scout, though, 5 eliminations so far for 7C. I think Scout has an idea of where these players are, and Alpha 7 now have to make a long trudge over towards 7C's compound. Great smoke walls. This has been a classic move coming through from Alpha 7 throughout both days of the After Party Showdown.
For the position that Vampire eSports have held, the fact that they have no elims surprises me. I feel like they've been close to conflict for the last 10 minutes or so, but it seems like they just haven't opted to go in for these direct fights. They've been playing quite passively, and now the circle moves towards them on the south side shift.
Well, you remember the northwest side, all the teams who have fought over there have lost 1 or 2 players or are completely out of the game entirely. And they've decided to wait and bide their time, swing down towards the south side after this circle centers up just a little bit. And this is going to work out really well for Vampire eSports.
Nade over towards Alpha 7. Mafioso taken down. Kelsey for S2G manages to get to land. I mean, this is what loot crates can do for you, right? That's what the airdrops are there for. Get that ghillie in, and especially on Sanok, could prove to be absolutely crucial. Mythic moves forwards to Mafioso's position. Scout suppressed on the roofline. And they will have to reposition, push further into Hut-In.
Kelsey spotted by Carrillo. They do not let any gunshots go unanswered. Very much on the swivel now. Kelsey's in an awkward scenario. 21 players left here. 7C still with 4. Unfortunately, Biggitron did take a knock there. But now Vampire eSports starting to spread their arms here in the circle, spread their influence.
The darkness swells, hopefully, for Vampire eSports in Hut-In. Nades still pouring in towards Alpha 7, but 7C, they're moving into the back of the push for Biggitron. Now crunched between Vampire eSports and 7C. Aladdin falls back as there's answers from the barrels of Biggitron. Spray? Maybe? No. Turned around. Shut down. Mythic keeps them alive. Alpha 7 eliminate S2G.
Goodness me, Mythic has been unbelievable with these spray transfers because you know he's waiting for the money transfers back to his bank account, so he has to make them good. There's no way that anyone's getting behind this team with this player with Alpha 7. Stalwart, though, do take down Revo, and they're in a rough scenario at this moment. They're not quite in the zone yet, and it has been absolutely unbelievable that they've been able to get this far in the first place.
Liquid 1 versus 4 on the push against 7C. Repositions, new side of the warehouse. Do 7C know that he's made this position, made this push? Looks like they're still nading on the left stanchion, but in comes Scout. Looks to be the front man. Pushes into the position that they think he's in. He turns around the side. Liquid needs to get a knock or 2 as it is getting suppressed from the sidelines. 7C losing players on the off angle, and Liquid repositions yet again. Aladdin wants to go for the push, but Sarang around the side. Excellently executed, but Madman's down. Can 7C pick up the pieces?
Should be able to get this player back up and moving, considering they're still in the zone. Stalwart, Pika takes down Joker. And Stalwart have been very quiet during this map, but still have 3 players. But it's Scry who goes down. And Alpha 7, how have they got in once again? They just escape death from time to time, but now just Mafioso left alive.
They are the survivors here. 8 eliminations, tying up with 7C on 8 as well. But you're right, it is only Mafioso with so much to do and a long way to run. 7C looking their way. Stalwart as well, putting that lead right down range. And Mafioso trying his best not to eat it for lunch.
Vampires, they know where the shade is from the blue, and you'd expect it to be so. As it moves down towards their position, Stalwart still ahead of them. They've not had to do too much at all, and they're starting to get some eliminations, 2 so far, but it's that 10K that they're looking for this game.
if Alpha 7 can take down 7C, or, well, I'll stop that sentence right there, because that is going to even up the elimination points. If 7C go down right now, could potentially be a little bit tricky on the tiebreaker for most eliminations, but Stalwart, they're suffering. In comes Vampire, pushing on through. They want the 10K chicken dinner. They want that money. And who can blame them? Champions of the PMWI here at the after-party showdown. And spraying around the corner, Scout can't quite win out the fight against Pika. Pika's just a little bit too on the ball, but Sarang has the bead, has the angle. Scout potential to get res, but Ravenclaw might have something to say about it.
This is so rough here. It's very, very lucky they were able to get that knock onto Schweppes and delay the fight, but Scout gets taken down. Now just Sarang and Aladdin, but Fluka with the DBS in hand.
What are you going to do against Dubig Shotgun? Pushes on in, no Sarang out of the building. Aladdin down, one player left. They know exactly where he is. 7C to fall under the gaze of Vampire eSports, taking the chicken dinner on Sandhawk.
Vampire eSports